Good afternoon, guys. Charlie, how you know? Just bring us up the Brew show here with Leroy Hawkson,
Hi guys.
a proud Ghana who is supporting the club that has kept two clean sheets in the Premier League so far, and currently sits comfortably close to the top, if not at the top.
Yeah.
Me, I predicted you guys will win, so far so good.
I've always been. I said that if we make a couple of signings, I also agree with that. But unfortunately, the
Now be the
signings
signings.
have not come. We've actually become a little bit weaker. Just this close to the transfer deadline window. We've lost Nketiah, we've lost Fabio Vieira, we've lost what's his name, Aaron Ramsdale. So we need a second goalkeeper, we need a forward, and then we still need someone to back up. Back up Bukayo Saka.
Yes.
So like now the confidence I had coming into this season
It's trending.
it's draining. I'm like, okay, what are we going to do in the dying embers of this transfer window? Because we've been very, very slow, which I thought was a good thing because we could get the best deal possible. But now I'm like, at this dying embers, who are you going to get? It looks like Raheem Sterling, and I'm like, that's a short gap. That's a short gap fix.
Yeah.
Then you look at, I'm hearing rumors of Neto from Bournemouth, also a short gap. Especially with Sterling with his 300k a week salary, doesn't make any sense. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. The window is still open for now. I'm sure when this goes out, maybe the window is closed. But for now, it is still open. Maybe we will bring in some one or two signings. Maybe the Juan Garcia of Espanyol will actually make a move. But I hear Arsenal want to pay 20 million, but Espanyol want 30. So yeah. But let's just talk about the fixtures. Arsenal is up the first match of the week. We are up against Brighton and Hove Albion. Wow, that is a tough match. Honestly speaking, when I heard about the German coach for Brighton, I thought he was young and inexperienced. But looking at where he has been, he's been coaching since he was 25. So
Like 7 years experience already.
Yes, the guy knows what he's about and he knows he is tactically sound. I wouldn't say that the victory over Manchester United was excellent because Manchester United Manchester United, I have my problems with them. They are very inconsistent. They've been inconsistent since last season, and it seems they are bringing it back this season as well. But they still did good enough to beat Brighton, and then they beat who was their first opponent? Fulham. So I think that Fulham was Manchester United's first opponent.
We could have beaten Brighton.
Yeah.
I mean, if a decision had gone our way, we would have been 2-1. But it was a fair call. That has to be put out there.
Yeah. So I think that this match is going to be very close. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, Arsenal recently we've been beating Brighton, but in the past we used to struggle against Brighton. And with their new coach who seems to have brought in some vigor and the spending Brighton has done to improve. Usually they are the selling club, the guys who sell a lot, but now
They spent over 200 million pounds.
Yeah, they spent around, was it 400 or 230? I can't remember.
Yeah.
But they have spent a lot of money this season. It seems like all the money they have been saving up, this is the season they are trying to
Brighton for Europe.
Yeah, Brighton for Europe. I was saying that Aston Villa, but now I'm thinking to myself, maybe Brighton could actually sneak in and take over. The next match that I think is very important would be the City versus
West Ham
game. That's an interesting match to look at. Unfortunately, City has not lost to West Ham in 17 matches. They've won 14 and I think they've drawn 3. So I think that's an easy win for City. Yeah, for Pep. I think that if you are doing Fantasy Premier League, I think the best option is for you to put Haaland, Captain Haaland, get those goals in. Yeah. So yeah, I think that for that it's gonna be it's good for the Man City is going to definitely get. My third big match for the season, for this week, is the Northwest Derby, Manchester United versus Liverpool. Unfortunately, it is not an interesting derby anymore because Manchester United has become so, like I said, inconsistent, and Arne Slot seems to have really. It's business as usual for Liverpool. honestly. I was
Nothing
expecting.
changed.
Yeah, I felt like it
will take some time.
Yeah, but it seems like these guys, they know what they're about. And it seems like Ancelotti has figured out what he wants to do with this Liverpool side. So for this match, I don't know. It depends on what Manchester United turns up for this game. Whether it's the Manchester United that defeated Manchester City in the finals of the FA Cup, or is the Manchester United that basically fell apart against Brighton. Okay, so I don't really remember the fixtures. I believe Aston Villa is going to be taking on Leicester, Derby. We are going to see some action. Vardy was rested, I believe, in the Carabao Cup.
And they won comfortably without him.
Yeah, so I think that this match he's going to be well rested. And when you have a well rested Vardy, I know he hasn't gotten that explosive pace anymore, but you know that he's good for you when it comes to goals. Aston Villa, they've not gelled. Fact of the matter, they have not gelled. But once that team gels, you can be sure that they're going to be a threat to all the teams at the top of the table. But I'm just hoping I'm sure they'll just be looking to get at least something out of this Leicester City game. Leicester, even though they are a newcomer to the Premier League, the squad is still quality. They have very good players. They've been playing some good football. So I'm not going to say it's going to be easy for Aston Villa. I think that it's going to be a very tight game. I feel there will be goals, but I feel it will still be a narrow victory for Aston Villa on that one. Yeah. Chelsea is taking on Crystal Palace as well. Another London derby. I don't know what's happening with Crystal Palace. They're not doing as well as I thought they would this season. Under Glasner, they started very rough. Yeah, but I think with the addition of Eddie Nketiah, I know he will definitely not start this game, but once he joins Crystal Palace, I think he's going to bring goals. I feel like people will think that, he's only scored this amount of goals for Arsenal in about this. But the fact of the matter is, once you gave Eddie Nketiah game time, regular game time, he started to pick up form, he started to score more goals. So I think if with regular game time at Crystal Palace, you pick up, and with him and Mateta in the same team, yeah, he's going to be Crystal Palace are going to be a threat. So yeah, for this match, Chelsea has Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer can always bring in something special, even with this horrible, not going to say horrible Chelsea team. Let me just say, not yet fully developed Chelsea team. Maybe once these young players reach their peak, maybe then
that's
Chelsea
like 3 seasons.
That's like 3 seasons. Maybe that is when Chelsea's plan comes into full fruition. So
40-something players.
Charlie. Chelsea just confuses me, honestly. It's a team that confuses me. I sit down, I try to analyze what the hell they are doing, and I just can't get it. Because you can hoard all the young talent, but if the young talent isn't playing, isn't progressing, then what's the point? So, yeah, I think this match will also be very close. But looking at, honestly speaking, the last game Chelsea had against the Wolves, the 6-2, made me realize that they do have a good coach in Enzo Maresca. I thought he was a sort of like a Frank Lampard, did well in the championship, came up with it, but he seems to have his tactics down. He's tactically sound. He saw the mistakes that were happening in
City game.
It's not necessarily the City,
the
but the first half of the
2-2.
Yeah, the 2-2, and it was just made a slight tweak, and Fulham just couldn't find a reply to that. So I'm expecting him to do something similar against Crystal Palace. But Glasner too is also a very competent manager.
I can't lose 3 matches in a row like that.
Yeah, so I think that this is going to be a very close game. I see either a victory for Chelsea or a draw in this game, honestly speaking. I think they've started out very poorly, Crystal Palace, and it's going to really affect morale. So and Chelsea is also coming up of thrashing Wolves. So
but losing in the Conference League. Well,
yes,
they qualified, but
yeah. But I still see them being on that high. So I still take Chelsea to have a slight victory, but I won't be surprised if they draw at the end of the game. Yeah. Alright, so when it comes to the next game, I think let's talk about Nottingham Forest versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Tottenham Forest started the season drawing with Bournemouth, and then they defeated. Who did they can't remember who they beat. Their last match they won. I think it was against Southampton.
I think so.
This match, Wolves has gone through a lot. They didn't play poorly against Arsenal. You could say that they stood a chance against Arsenal, but unfortunately, Arsenal's quality showed the day, and I feel they were just tactically defeated by Chelsea in their second game, the 6-2. So they will be definitely looking for some kind of victory during this match. So I don't know. It looks like it's going to be it's a do or die for Wolves. I think they would not want to
also lose 3 in a row.
Three games in a row. So they will definitely push hard in this match. Nottingham Forest lost out on Nketiah. Yeah, I'm going to mention the Arsenal players because I love them. So they just missed out on Nketiah. But I still think they have quality in that squad. I think they are also going through their own financial issues as well. But looking at it, I feel Wolves might want it more than Nottingham Forest. They might really push against Nottingham Forest in this game. So I'm predicting a draw or either a victory for Wolves in this one. Bournemouth is playing, I believe, Everton. Bournemouth is a team that is very close to my heart. I love them when Eddie Howe was in charge. They were like my favorite underdog team. They have done very well in terms of managing the side. They brought in some players that you wouldn't expect to join Bournemouth, but they have. Neto is even one of them, honestly speaking, even though now he's their second choice keeper. Bringing someone like Neto into your team.
With a lot of experience.
Yeah, so they have a lot of good players. I think, what's his name? Alex Scott from Bristol City, the young star. I believe joined them last season. He's also a talent. He's someone that I think you should keep your eye on. He's a very good player.
Then there's the Maverick Justin Kluivert.
Yes.
There's our favorite Antoine Semenyo.
Yeah. So and Antoine Semenyo has started very well for Brighton this season as well. So Brighton, Bournemouth. Bournemouth is very, very good. They will be taking on Everton. Everton, Sean Dyche and his football.
Minus 7 goal difference.
Oh God, Sean Dyche. He's going to do another miracle. Honestly speaking,
he has to.
Yeah, he has to. And Everton has become the team that always seems to survive.
Somehow.
Even though we all are like, nah, Everton, this one,
for
goal. But still, they find a way. I don't know how. So I don't know if they'll be, is it what, third, fourth, fifth? How many times have they been threatened?
They plenty you.
Charlie!
Lampard do some, Ancelotti do some.
Charlie. Everton is another story altogether. So, but I will always pit Bournemouth because they are a very good team in my eye. I don't think they've started that poorly, but I want them to do well. It's a team I really want to do well. People always look down on them and say, oh, they are going to go down. But I think they're a team that has a lot of determination, has a lot of ambition, and I think you shouldn't put them down. I think they will definitely do something against Everton. I think a draw is the most likely outcome in this match, honestly.
Brentford, Southampton?
Brentford, Southampton. Oh, two teams that I like. Southampton for its youth development is something that they do very well, even though of late I've not really heard
a lot of youngsters coming from the academy and shining.
Yeah, so but it's a team that is noted for young talent, and interestingly, they do have a lot of young talent on their books as well. So I don't know. This match, Ivan Toney seems to be going to Saudi Arabia. It's a big loss for Brentford. He has goals. You could say he's a 20-year-old goal striker.
When fit.
Yeah, when fit. To lose somebody of his quality is, and you could see it has affected the squad as well. But coming up against Southampton, who just came up, they also have a young squad that are hopefully in time will develop into world beaters. But looking at this match, I think Brentford, with the experience in the Premier League and the quality that they have and the manager that they have in Thomas Frank, is just going to win the game for them this match. Next,
Ipswich and Fulham.
Fulham,
Smith Rowe.
the Wildcats. Woo! Ipswich, I love Ipswich. They've made some very interesting signings, Omari Hutchinson and the like. They've gone for, again, young talent to see if they can develop them into something better. But they come against Marco Silva Fulham side that is very good.
Dogged team.
Yeah, a very good team. And they've gotten the likes of... they're also interested in bringing the likes of what... they've got Emil Smith-Rowe, and they are looking to bring in Enes Nuema from Lyon. So I think that they have it. They are the favourites to win this game, in my opinion. I don't think Southampton has enough to get past Fulham. I think Fulham is just going to surprise everyone this season by how good they will be. So yeah, I think...
So Ipswich are not getting their first points from this match?
No, I think Fulham will definitely... I'm tipping Fulham to win this game.
Okay.
Final match.
Newcastle, Tottenham.
Tottenham is a team, right?
Two teams on 4 points.
Charlie, Tottenham is a team that I don't know how to describe them. I feel like it's a club that managers go to die. Unfortunately, I think Orange has realized that there's a problem with Tottenham. It seems like the players have more power than the coach when it comes to the squad. I think that Orange is starting to slowly realize that the problem is there's a problem at
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, it seems like it might be Mission Impossible at Tottenham. I think the owner, the chairman or CEO or chief executive, Levy he's happy where they are. I think he's just happy where they are. He doesn't really care.
That's why it's a perfect fit now.
He doesn't really care if they make it to the Champions.
He makes them money.
He just. I mean, the Tottenham Stadium is now one of the most attractive stadiums in England. When celebrities want to do shows in England, it's usually the Tottenham's Hotspur Stadium or Wembley, but most likely the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So I think he's happy where they are. He's running it like a business, and it is a business. So he's just going to bring in cost-effective measures. Actually, but they have made great signing. I'm not going to dispute that. Archie Gray from Leeds is a very good signing. He's a young talent, somebody who could probably be the next midfield pairing with Kobe Mainoo when they develop, and that will be terrifying, honestly speaking. So I think that for this game, but Newcastle doesn't have Champions League football. Tottenham also doesn't have Champions League.
Both are well-rested teams, and Newcastle has Tonali back.
Yeah, so it's a difficult match to call.
Score draw.
I think it's going to be a score draw. I think 1-1, 2-1. I think it's going to be 1-1 or...
We haven't had a 4-4 in a while. I'd like to see a 4-4 from this one.
A 4-4. Oh, yes. Andrew loves his attack. He favors attack over defense. So I won't be surprised if there's a 4-4 in this. And Eddie Howe has done a good job with Newcastle. I think England should take him, honestly speaking. I think he will be the perfect England manager.
I think it's 2 years too soon. He really wants to do something with Newcastle.
I know, but he's the perfect fit for England. I think he's the perfect fit for England. If you were going to pick a new head coach for England, who would you pick?
Nobody did. Apart from him, nobody did. But that's the thing. For him, I think it will be best if he goes off the back of he's actually won something at a club, because that English press and the way they crucify you early. Yeah,
and the thing about national teams too is about it's not a system. You don't do a system for national teams, because how long will you have the players for? Then they go back to their clubs and then they learn something different, come back, now you have to restart all over. So you need a coach sort of like a Carlo Ancelotti who isn't really a system coach. He's a coach who knows how to fit players in the right place and let them shine. I think Eddie Howe is sort of in that mode. I think that he would be the perfect England was. I'm getting sidetracked. But so for the Newcastle Tottenham game, I'm thinking it's going to be a draw. I think that both sides are very good squads. I just feel like Tottenham might have a slight advantage, but I think that Newcastle is a very good side, and you shouldn't look down on them. I think they're also looking to get in Gay from Crystal Palace. You think so?
Because Glasner said nobody's moving. But
Money talks. They said money talks.
exactly.
But money talks.
If they bring 70 million right now, I'm pretty sure it's going to change.
Yeah, but money talks, and Newcastle has money.
Yes.
I don't know why they are not spending the money. They seem to want to be
PSR.
no PSR, but they still have a lot of money to spend. But it's been a club that seems to want to prioritize
A slow,
the
steady
right
growth,
things slowly but surely. Because when Newcastle came, they could have had any manager they wanted. They could have paid any manager any amount of money to come and coach the side, but they decided with Eddie Howe, which for me was a shock. So I think that Newcastle, I like how Newcastle is being run, and I think it's going to be a draw, honestly. Yeah.
Social media handles.
All right, so my social media handle is real press box. That is RealPressbox, the real press box. So that's my social media on Twitter or X. I don't know why people would call it X, but I still call it Twitter. So Twitter or X, yeah.
Okay, Leroy, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Let's see how best the predictions turn out. And guys, keep interacting with the Brew Show, 3690 on X or Threads or Instagram, or the Brew Show on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn. And then of course keep interacting with myself, yours truly, James Brew or JAYBRAW3690 on X, Threads, TikTok and Instagram. Let's enjoy another brilliant, exciting, exhilarating Premier League weekend. And hopefully Manchester United win this time around.
Yeah, the inconsistency. Bye.